يا راغبا في كل علم نافع.
ينمو العلم ويتقدم بتقنياته ومجالاته، ومعه نطور أدواتنا في تقديم العلم الشرعي. أكاديمية
زاد أكاديمية ينبوعها صاف ليروي غلة الظمآن. وتعلم الفقه الميسر عاملا بالشرع دون تعصب لفلان. بشرى لنا زاد أكاديمية للعلم كالأزهار في البستان.
بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. What is to be done on the day of Eid? We mentioned, number one, to throw the pebbles of Jamarat al-Aqaba. Number two, to do your sacrifice, which is al-hadi, if you're offering tamattu' or you're offering qiran. We know that the one who's in ifrad does not have to do any sacrifice. Number three, you shave your head if you're a man, or cut it short if you are a woman. Number four, you offer tawaf al-ifada. And number five, you offer sa'i al-hajj. This is what you're supposed to do in order. What if we mess up the order? Instead of coming to throw the pebbles, I go straight to Mecca to avoid the crowd, and I do my tawaf and sa'i, and then I come and do the pebbles, then I shave, then I sacrifice, then there's no problem in that, because the Prophet said, alayhi salatu wasalam, whenever he would be asked, oh Prophet of Allah, I did this before that, he would say, do it, no problem. So alhamdulillah, it is permissible to put some up front and delay some, but the sunnah is to do it as was mentioned. I finished all of these tasks, the 5 things, on the day of Eid. What should I do? Go back to your camp in Mina. Do what? Just sit, eat, drink, remember Allah Azza wa Jal, make dhikr, and hang out. Meet the pilgrims from all different countries, chit chat, speak, talk. This is what Mina is for. And you have to spend the night of the Eid there, the 11th, spend the night, the 12th, spend the night, and then on the 13th, you can, after throwing the pebbles, you go and leave and finish. But you have the option whether to spend the night on the 12th and throw on the 13th, or after you throw the pebbles on the 12th, you immediately leave and go to Mecca. This option is there for you. So the moment on the day of Eid, we finish our tasks, we go back to the camps and sit and relax and chill. The following day, the 11th, we wait until the adhan of Dhuhr, the time of Zawal. And then we go to the pebbles and start with the a small one, Jamarat al-Sughra. And we throw 7 pebbles, giving takbir with each throw. Then afterwards, go forward to the right and you face the Qibla and you make dua. And after you finish, you go to the medium one, you throw 7 pebbles and you go forward to the left. Face the Qibla, make dua. After you finish, you go to Jamarat al-Aqaba and you throw 7 pebbles and you go. No dua after the 3rd one. And the second day, which is the 12th, so the 11th is finished. We go back to the camp, we chill and eat and drink and enjoy our times. On the 12th, the same procedure. We go after Zawal. If you wish, maybe you want to go at 2 o'clock, maybe you want to go after Asr, maybe you want to go before Maghrib. It's up to you, but the starting time is the adhan of dhuhr. And you do the same process. Now, on the 12th day, you have the option. What do you want to do? Would you like to spend the night in Mina and leave tomorrow? The vast majority of people say, no, 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 we want to leave early. There are booking for our flights. We have to go to Medina. We have to do this. Okay. After you finish throwing the 3 jamarat, you pack up and leave. And you have to leave before the sun sets. Because if you delay it and you were lazy and you say, no, no, it's too crowded, let's wait for a while, and the sun sets while you are in Mina deliberately, then you're obliged to spend the night there. But if you're packed and immediately try to go and the bus is delayed, it's too crowded, you're unable to go out and leave Mina shrine due to the extreme crowd and traffic jams, and the sun sets, there's no problem. You can continue to move on. After you finish throwing the pebbles, whether on the 12th or the 13th, you cannot go home until you actually go to Mecca and offer Tawaf al-Wada'. So do we have to do it on the 12th or the 13th? No. If you want to stay in Mecca for another week, another 10 days, chill, stay. There's no problem. But before you leave Mecca, back home, you have to offer 7 rounds. This is called farewell tawaf. Wearing your normal clothes. There's no sa'i afterward. Just offer the 7 rounds and then you can leave, because the Prophet said, alayhi salatu wasalam, no one should leave until his last ritual is tawaf of the Kaaba. And the concession is given to whom? The concession is given to those who are on their monthly cycle and those who are postnatal bleeding. They can leave without offering such rituals with the grace of Allah Azza wa Jal. Now, if someone offered the tawaf al-wada', the farewell tawaf, and he's supposed to leave Mecca immediately? Yes. What if he's waiting in the bus and his companions were late, couple hours, 3 hours? No problem. Should he go back and do tawaf? No, because he did his tawaf and he's on the go. What if he felt hungry and wanted to have a bite? No problem, on the way. Or to buy something on the way? There's no problem, because he had done his farewell tawaf. The problem is when you do your farewell tawaf and you go spend 5-6 hours in your room in the hotel, you chill. No. You do your tawaf of farewell in Fajr and you're set to travel after Maghrib. No, this doesn't do the job. You have to perform another tawaf. Bearing in mind that this is the sunnah, there are many things or shortcuts, or as people say, hacks that can be done, and it's all legit. Many people, due to the crowd, don't go and perform Tawaf al-Ifada and Sa'i al-Hajj on the 10th day, on the day of Eid. It is loaded and crowded. So what to do? Instead, they skip it. They don't want to be intimate with their spouses. So they spend the 11th and the 12th, and they go to Mecca on the 12th or on the 13th, depending when they're leaving. And instead of offering Tawaf al-Wada', farewell Tawaf, which is something they have to do, they combine the intention. So they offer Tawaf al-Ifada, which is a pillar. And they offer afterwards Sa'i al-Hajj, which is a pillar, and they move. Okay, well, what about the Tawaf of farewell? It was combined with Tawaf al-Ifada. And the hadith, which is the last thing you should do in Mecca, is the Tawaf. applies for this. And the sa'i is considered part of it, and they leave afterwards. So this is one of the hacks that people do to minimize the effort that they spend in Mecca. Now, the issue of authorization in throwing the pebbles, there are a number of issues. Number one, whoever is unable to throw the pebbles due to an excuse that would not be uplifted before the time is over, this is permissible for them to authorize. So a person who is afraid for her child, a sick person who's not going to recover due to his illness, he cannot throw, this person can authorize. Someone who's sick, someone who's pregnant and afraid for herself or for her pregnancy, a woman who suckles and doesn't have someone to care for her children, an elderly who's unable to go, they can authorize. So if I was authorized by a sick person, what should I do? First of all, I should throw on my behalf, for myself, 7 pebbles. Then I should throw on behalf of the one who authorized me. I don't have to do the small one, the medium, and Jamrat al-Aqaba, then come back again, do on his behalf the 3 in a row. No, I can do the same Jamrah for myself first, then for the one who authorized me. And as stated before, only a person who's in the state, who's performing Hajj can be authorized. You can't authorize one of the workers or the police force who are not performing Hajj. This would not be valid. And one of the important things to remember, many people who authorize others to throw on their behalf, for example, on the 12th day of Dhul Hijjah, we know that throwing is not permissible except after the adhan. So if I'm sick and I authorize someone to throw on my behalf, but I leave after Fajr, and I go to Mecca and perform Tawaf al-Wada' and leave, this is not applicable. Why? Because the one I authorized did not throw yet. So my acts of Hajj were not completed, and hence this is not permissible. I have to wait until he throws after the adhan, he gives me a call, then I can perform Tawaf al-Wada' and move on. هذا والله أعلم ونسبة العلم إليه أسلم وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على عبده ورسوله نبينا محمد.
يا راغبا في كل علم نافع
ينمو العلم ويتقدم بتقنياته ومجالاته، ومعه نطور أدواتنا في تقديم العلم الشرعي. أكاديمية
زاد أكاديمية ينبوعها صاف ليروي غلة الظمآن، وتعلم الفقه الميسر عاملا بالشرع دون تعصب لفلان. بشرى لنا زاد أكاديمية للعلم كالأزهار في البستان.